Welcome back to the Raccoon Republic. We are in Fabledom, and I wanted to just give a little bit of a recap of where we are since last time. Last video I made, we had made a wheat field, I believe, over here, but we did not actually have any infrastructure for making bread. So we did build a windmill here for creating flour, and we opened a bakery for bread making. We also opened up a farm of flowers. Got a couple folks working there. We grew some tulips, and we gave our first gift of tulips to the Harvest Princess Agnes. So we're now a little bit more on good terms with her, so we could be on our way to romancing the princess of the neighboring kingdom, which is all very cute and cool indeed. Here we have our nice little pigs that are the mascots of the Fabledom game. I love the little pigs. They're super cute. Can't go wrong there. We have a population of 63 villagers, and we have unlocked the condominium, which is the next level of housing in the game. So that's going to be the next thing that we do. Next video I'll be showing the condominiums after we get some of those built. Now, as far as how the game goes, there's a few things that maybe aren't 100% perfect about the game. Like, for example, when I look up here at vegetables, it'll say I have roughly 60 days of food remaining. It says, like, a vegetable restores 15 hunger, but then it doesn't really tell me, like, how often do villagers need to eat the food, or how much vegetables am I producing per day or per week or per season. It doesn't really clarify some of those details, which doesn't feel like a problem, because it's pretty easy to just look at the resources up there and figure out what you need to do and do it. And yet, I do feel like long term, as the devs continue to develop the game, we could stand to benefit from a little bit more infographics to show what's going on, to show rates of production, and to kind of create a better picture of a few of those things. I would also think it might be nice to have a few more decorations in the game, as there's only so many of them in the game to choose from. It does feel a lot like early access in the sense that we have a lot of things that just aren't really available yet because it isn't that far into early access. But it is a very cool game. It feels like a cuter, more polished version of Foundation. Foundation feels like it takes itself a little bit more seriously, while this is a game that tries to focus more on that whimsical fairy tale sort of a vibe, which is super cute. It's the reason why I wanted to play the game. And I think that in the genre of towns that are not extremely large, where you can actually see each individual person going about their daily life, there's not a lot of games that are in that wheelhouse. There's colony management games, which focus a lot on resources instead of town building. And then there's big city builders, which just kind of reduce people to numbers. And Fabledom comes a lot closer to creating that sense of a little community that you're managing. I do think Foundation does pretty much the same thing in that regard. They're two indie games that both came out at a similar time and both have similar aspirations. And really, they look different and they have a few mechanical differences. I think I would have to say Fabledom looks better to me from an aesthetic perspective, but Foundation does a lot of things better from a purely technical perspective. We have a world event. Fablings in need of pension. Your Grace, we have recently left our own realm due to the horrible conditions we're forced to live in, and I have no more homes, so I cannot accept them right now. So that's the thing. We are out of extra housing. So maybe that's maybe what I should do next. Build another couple houses so that we can take in more refugees and expand our small republic. Like, for example, one little case where Foundation does a better job than Fabledom. Here I have a building that's under construction, and in Foundation, it would tell me who's on their way to go build it, but in Fabledom it doesn't. I know that they are coming, but it doesn't really say where they're going. It doesn't say what exactly they're doing. So there's just a lot more cases in this game like that where you don't really quite have a full picture of exactly what's happening, which probably would be a pretty easy fix, and I wouldn't doubt that the devs may add that in. Nor would I say that it's necessary, because the game does work just fine. Haven't felt like any of these things are particularly obnoxious or inconvenient at all. It's just little quality of life things that help you to know what's going on in your kingdom. So, what else have we got? Not really a whole heck of a lot of anything else going on other than we did buy another tile over here, and I think that we're going to maybe build downtown over here. I was debating whether I wanted to build downtown over here or if I just wanted to maybe put it out over there. And here we have the winter over and springtime comes. And isn't that beautiful how the game transitions from winter into spring? Very, very elegant the way that happens. I like the seasons. I like the weather effects. I really like everything about how the game looks. Super cute. I think it'll be nice if we get more unique kinds of things we can plant. Farming types. Because I think right now we have the flower farm and we have vegetables, which is basically pumpkins. And then we have grain, so we can plant wheat. Looks like pigs are coming, and eventually there will be chickens and fish added to the game. But a few other vegetable crops might be kind of cool. It's kind of like Anno 1800 if you made Anno 1800 really simple and more cute. Not probably the game that you would play as your only game forever, but a really fun game to pop into and just enjoy for its idyllic, wholesome atmosphere. I would give it a 5 stars out of 5 simply because the devs have done such a wonderful job creating this indie title. Not that it's necessarily the best game ever created, but certainly it's a very valiant effort at something that, at least stylistically, has not been done before. So that is our most recent update on our little town here in Fabledom. Till next time, I hope you have a wonderful day. Goodbye.